There's been a lot of changes over the past, year and a half since we've gone through this pandemic, and maybe your spending has changed. Maybe you are thinking about getting a new credit card. If that's you, stick around. I have real reasons, 6 big reasons that were posted by members inside of the Debt Free Millennials Facebook group on why you would want to get a new credit card. Stick around. Hey, what's up guys? It's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush debt, live payment free, and part of that is responsible credit card usage. So what I consider responsible credit card usage is by paying it off every single month in full back to a zero balance. I think these can be really great tools for you to not only boost a credit score to help you potentially get approved for a mortgage to buy a house, but I also think it's a fun way to build points and cashback rewards to help you live your life. Now, if you have problems spending and you have credit card debt, if you have credit card debt, there is an issue with spending right now. I highly recommend that you check out How to Control Your Spending workbook, which is listed for sale using the link in the description box below. All right, let's get into these reasons. Number 1 is you want a better cashback or rewards program. And I think really this all boils down to what you value in life. Do you value having that 2% cash back on every single purchase that you make, and you use that cash to then maybe save for Christmas, or you put it towards your credit balance so that you're getting 2% off of everything you spend? It's a really good idea to reevaluate your lifestyle when you're thinking about rewards and cashback systems. Now, Kyle and I had signed up for the Southwest Rapid Rewards credit card because we were exclusively flying Southwest, and 2 years ago Kyle was flying Southwest for work at least twice a month. Like, he was always on a plane, and so he quickly built up that status, and then he was thinking, oh well, if we have the credit card we can build it up even more and then have me come on as a companion pass flyer, which means every time that he flies I get to fly free. I only have to pay for that little 9/11 surcharge of about $5.60 per flight. And so it was a great way for us to take advantage of basically a buy one get one scenario. Number 2, you might be inclined to get a new credit card because of bonus incentives. So bonus incentives would include things like $200 cash back when you spend $500 in the first 3 months. Now, if you already make majority of your purchases on a credit card, that would be a no-brainer. You're just getting that $200 back very quickly. But you'll want to make sure that you aren't chasing bonus incentives just to chase free points. That card ultimately has to work for you as well. Number 3 is to build your credit score. A lot of people use this as an excuse to sign up for a new credit card because they think that new line of credit will help them boost your credit score. So basically, your credit score is a score, a numerical value of your interaction with debt. How much debt you have, how often you're paying it on time, what type of debt you have, how long have you had that debt. That's all comprised inside of your credit score. So if you're thinking of opening up a new credit card, actually it can potentially lower your credit score in the beginning because you're inquiring about a new credit card, and the lender is going to pull a credit report from you, and that can actually ding it. Also, another thing that would lower your credit score when opening a new card is that card is brand new. So you really haven't had a good length of credit history because it's brand new. Whereas a card that you may have opened 7 years ago that has no debt on it, that actually is going to help you the most because it's shown that you've had that card for a very long time. So being intentional about opening new cards means that you intend to have that card for for a very long time so that it can boost your credit score. But honestly, guys, the credit score is really only good for one thing, and that's to apply for a mortgage and get approved for a really good mortgage rate. I say that because I do not use credit scores to factor in getting a new car. If I'm buying a new car, I'm paying for it in cash. Everything I buy in cash, I save up for things. If you want to check out how we save for things, if you want tips on how to improve your savings goals, check out this video up here. Number 4 is airline miles. I'm not sure how many of you are frequent flyers, especially given the certain state of our world, but airline miles is definitely a reason why you might want a new card. That was something that we had considered with Southwest because we were getting points that could go towards airline miles and fly for free. Number 5, balance transfer. I'm sure you've considered it before if you have credit card debt. Now, balance transfer means that you open up a new card, preferably that has 0% interest and $0 fees associated with it. So if you have credit card debt with a really high interest rate, you'll open up the new card and then you'll want to transfer that money over to the new card. So basically you're paying off the old credit card debt with the new credit card. Here's the thing, if you get in a cycle of doing this repeatedly, the balance transfer is not a good option for you. You need to simply stick with the credit card debt you have, swallow your pride, and let's work on getting you out of debt effectively by using DIY methods such as Debt Snowball or Debt Avalanche. You can check out that video up here if you want to learn more about how to do that. Now, if you're interested in doing this, you'll want to make sure that there are no transfer fees associated with it and how long that 0% interest rate goes for. Maybe it's only 18 months. Can you effectively pay off your credit card debt in 18 months without accruing any more interest? And number 6, this is my favorite, kind of goes along with number 1, but number 6 is lifestyle choices. So you may be wanting to open up a new credit card because your lifestyle choices have changed. Now, one thing that's really interesting about this is that I've actually gone back to an older card because of lifestyle choices. Because I'm not traveling as much right now, I've actually gone back to using Chase Sapphire as my primary card. Now, there is a annual membership fee of about $100 per year, but I feel like their reward systems and what I get out of Chase Sapphire is worth the cost, so you'll want to take that into account as well. If you have an American Airlines credit card but you're not flying, let's say you do have a card with an annual membership fee, and you're not really happy with the reward system. Maybe you back down and do one that has a $0 annual fee, such as the Chase Freedom card, and you use that and you utilize their cashback reward system. Now, there is a bonus reason why you might want a new credit card, and Allison inside of the Facebook group said this was her reason: to buy a boat and sail off this bitch. I love that. I love that. So that's her reasoning. She just wants to buy a boat, sail off this biznatch, and that's it. Is that, tell me below, is that a reason, a legitimate reason to get a new credit card? All right, so those are the 6 major reasons, but if you're still kind of thinking about this, before you open up that new credit card, you need to ask yourself these 4 questions. Number 1, what's the primary use of the card? You need to understand, is it for daily purchases? Are you going to use it to build up your credit score? All these different reasons that we mentioned. What is the primary use of the card? Number 2, are you opening the card because you want that in-store perk? You know what I'm talking about. When you go inside Home Depot and you're looking to buy a new refrigerator, and if you open up a Home Depot credit card, you can get 10% off of your purchase. Those are not the things that you want to do because of the things that I said earlier. When you open up a new credit card, it's actually going to drop your credit score a little bit, and it actually is just one more thing for you to manage. Keep it simple. Number 3, do you currently have credit card debt? If you do, no new credit cards, please. We cannot open up any new credit cards if you have credit card debt. The only time that I would maybe say, okay, that might be an okay idea, is if you were doing a balance transfer and it's the first time that you're doing a balance transfer. If you've had a history of this, this is not a good idea. And number 4, does this card have any fees? If you're okay with the fees because you're seeing more benefit and reward out of that card, then it might be okay to pay that membership fee. Now, Chase Sapphire I mentioned had that membership fee, and I felt like it was well worth it because it covered close to $1,000 in travel expenses when Kyle and I went to Europe 2 years ago. So I do think it was worth it because we've got so much out of it in return. So don't forget, if you are having trouble just controlling your spending right now, I have a workbook filled with 50 pages of activities and content to help you get it under control. I will link to that in the description box below. Don't forget to give this one a big thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one.